multi-company management, or the ability to manage multiple companies or entities within Dynamics GP. I'm running Dynamics GP 2015. The majority of the things I will be showing you have been available in Dynamics GP 2013 and upwards. Okay, so with any organisation, the thing which drives your reporting, your day-to-day processing, key factors within the business are your chart of accounts. Now, the majority of organisations tend to have a chart of accounts structure between 3 and 5 segments, and that can be broken down into whatever you see fit is required for your reporting and analysis. So my company has got a cost centre, a nominal, and a sub-account. Now, what you may find is that if you wanted to identify a company within a chart of accounts, now whether that be separate entities, so separate companies when you log into GP, or within one entity itself, so within multiple companies within one GP company, what you can do is you can organise your segments to have a company identifier. From that point of view, you can then easily create consolidated reporting or analysis based on any of the segments you have within chart of accounts. Quite common practice. And there are tools available within the system that allow you to do both inter-company, so transaction postings across databases, or intra-company. And intra-company relies on you having multiple companies within one GP database. So what you can do is you can post between entities, if that's a segment within your chart of accounts, and the corresponding balancing intercompany entries will automatically be posted for you. With regard to the standard intercompany within GP itself, very, very simple to set up. You simply create relationships between all your companies. So we're going to my UK company, and I have some intercompany transactions automatically set to post. These change for whichever company I'm logged into, and basically what will happen is when I post an entry from this company or to this company, it will automatically create the corresponding entries for me. So just to show you how that works, I'm going to create a batch. Between the company I'm logged in and one of my other companies. So when I go to my lookup, it will then show me my chart of accounts for the corresponding company. So I'm just going to save that and post my transaction. So now that's gone, what I can do is I can go and inquire against the individual journal that went through, and what you'll see is it's created entries to my intercompany code, and also I can see in the other company the corresponding entries. What you can also do is if you have a number of separate GP databases, the easiest way to ensure that reporting is uniform and you don't have any codes that are missing, within the Professional Services Tools Library, which is free with Dynamics GP, you can actually set up what's known as triggers. So in that, what it enables you to do is create a master database, and you can say when I create any account codes, it's going to automatically replicate down to any of my other companies. Where this is beneficial, it ensures that you don't have any differences across the chart of accounts across all your separate entities within GP. Another way to make reporting and consolidating easier is the use of account categories. By ensuring these account categories are set up as uniform across the board, and you can do that using the master triggers as I've just shown you, this allows reporting a lot simpler and less likely to not include any missed nominal codes. You'll see when you create an account code, it's a required field, so you have to fill it in. And what you can also do is ensure that when you do create chart of accounts across the board, you can create all these user-defined fields, which additionally can be used for reporting. So by using the Master Triggers tool, any new code you set up will automatically create the code, the description, the category, and also any user-defined information. So when doing your reporting, in the row definitions, just create a new one, you can easily link to any of the segments within your chart accounts, but not also your account categories, and these are yours to define. You can have as many as you like and in whatever format you like, and also, or any of your user-defined fields. So where this helps, it makes analysis, sub-reporting very, very simple to carry out. It also allows you to create all your financial reports at a summary level, but then when the reports are generated, it will automatically allow you to drill down to all the account codes that actually appear within that category. If any of your companies are different currencies, GP allows you to set up reporting currencies. Now these are completely separate from any transactional processing, and if you've even had anything go through in those currencies itself. When you set up the general ledger, it's very, very simple to create different exchange rates for different currencies to allow reporting. So you see I have got euros and GBP, but what I can also do is I can create different rates for my balance sheet, for history, for my P&L. So when I create a new table, I can create its own exchange rate that will differ from any transactional rates and be purely and simply used on reporting. You can also determine which specific account codes use which exchange rate type. This can be done en masse or individually, just against the account code itself. So I look at this particular nominal code, I can go to my currency, and say, okay, on my reporting, which currency translation type do I want to use? Do I want to use current, average, or historical? You can have as many of these as you like, and these can be uploaded separately over the course of a year, however you would like to do your reporting. Where that's beneficial is that when you create your reports, you can very easily simply link financial information in whatever currency it's gone through in to just report in whichever of those currencies you've set up within the multi-currency setup window. There's no limit on these, and the beauty of it is all it's doing is extracting data. You can ignore these from revaluations, and it won't affect your day-to-day transactions. In addition to using Management Reporter, you can also use the Excel reports, which come out of the box with a little bit of tweaking. So those of you who use your Excel reports, what you know is that they all come into individual companies and they're broken down. So I just use my account transactions. It's just one of my standard Excel reports. But these reports have a connection. And that connection can be saved anywhere. So let's go to my properties. I can actually export this. So everything I created in my report will actually be held in an export. So once exported, if I want to create a very, very simple consolidation, all I would need to do, provided you have a similar chart of accounts or categories, I can open one of my reports. I can then add a separate sheet and add in one of my connections. So I've saved mine on my desktop. So I've now got two connections in the same workbook. So now what we have in Excel, separate from GP, is consolidated across my UK company, my US company, which I could then add further companies in, create pivot tables, or do whatever I want to analyze my data. And there we have it. A very, very simple, quick overview on how you can manage multi-companies across Dynamics GP.